Hello students, good time to all. I am Chandan Kumar Pradhan. Welcome to your YouTube channel Chandan Physics. In this video, we are going to discuss Frobenius method. Let's begin. Frobenius method, that is known as the power series solution of that of differential equations. In this case, we consider a second order linear homogeneous differential equations with variable coefficients. Let's x is equal to 0 is a regular singularity of that of equation, and that of equation is given by d square y by dx square plus px dy by dx plus qx y is equal to 0, where px and qx are the function of x. This is the homogeneous linear differential equations with variable coefficients, and its solution we have to find out by using Frobenius method, that is the power series method. What is that of method? The solution is taken as y is equal to x to the power m, and that is a naught plus a1x plus a2x square plus a3x cube, like that. That is y is equal to summation over k is equal to 0 to infinity a k x to the power m plus k. This is the solution of that of given differential equation, that is the differential equation as written in that of equation 1. Here the value of m will be determined by substituting the expressions for y dy by dx d square y by dx square in that of equation 1. We get the identity. On equating the coefficient of the lowest power of x in the identity to 0, a quadratic equation in m, which is known as the indicial equation, is obtained. Since it is a quadratic equation, that is the indicial equations in m has two roots, thus we will get two values of m. The series solution of equation 1 will depend the nature of the roots of that of identical equation. Since it is a quadratic equation, then it has two roots, and the solution of that of power series method is depend upon the nature of the roots. What are the cases? There are four possible cases on the basis of the nature of the roots. Case number 1, when the roots as m1 and m2 be the two roots are distinct and not differing by an integer. Distinct and not differing by an integer. Like that, let me take an example, that is m1 minus m2 is not equal to 0, or a positive integer will be find out, whereas m1 let half and m2 let 2. That means these two roots are distinct and not differing by any integer. In this case, the complete solution is given as y is equal to c1 and c2. c1 and c2 are the arbitrary constants, that is c1 of y at m1, that is the solution of that of differential equation at the root m1, plus c2 again, that is the arbitrary constant, and y at m2, that means the differential equation solution at m2. This is the complete solution of that of power series method, or we can say it as the Frobenius method, when these two roots are distinct and not differing by an integer. Again, the nature of the root, let the roots m1 and m2 are equal, roots are equal, then the solution is y is equal to c1, that is y at m1 plus c2. Since these two roots are equal, therefore not at the y at m2, therefore we calculate del y by del m at m1. This is the complete solution of that of differential equation when the roots are equal. Again, another possibility, when the roots m1 and m2 are distinct and differ by an integer, just opposite to that of first case. In the first case, that is not differing by an integer, but here it will be differ by an integer. Let us take an example, m1 is equal to 3 by 2 or m2 is equal to 5 by 2. That means in these two roots there will be an difference. Again m1 and m2, m1 let it be 2 and m2 let it be 4. These two roots are distinct and differ by an integer. In that of case, if sum of the coefficients of y series becomes infinity when m1 is equal to m2, to overcome this difficulty, replace a naught by b naught into m1 m2. We get the solution which is only constant multiple of first solution. We put a naught is equal to b naught whole into m1 m2. Therefore the complete solution will be y c1 into y at m1 plus c2 del y by del m at m1. Again, if the nature of the roots are distinct and differing by an integer, making the sum coefficient intermediate, distinct, differing by an integer and making some coefficient of the intermediate, then the solution is like this. If the coefficients do not become infinity when m1 is equal to m2. These are the methods we have to calculate the solution of a second order linear homogeneous differential equation with constant variables. What is that condition? If 0 is a regular singularity of that of differential equation, we use the Frobenius method. This is the method that is depend upon the condition of the root, the solution of that of Frobenius method. Let take an example. Find the solution in generalized series from about x is equal to 0 of the differential equation is given by 3x into d square y by dx square plus 2 dy by dx plus y is equal to 0. Since x is equal to 0, we can solve the differential equation by using Frobenius method. How we get that of solution? We have 3x d square y by dx square plus 2 dy by dx plus y is equal to 0. Let equation number 1. Here if we take x into p of x and x square into q of x are analytic. So x is equal to 0 is a regular singular point. Therefore, we can use Frobenius series. We assume the solution in the form that is y is equal to summation over k is equal to 0 to infinity a k x to the power m plus k, such that dy by dx will be how much? That is summation over k is equal to 0 to infinity a k m plus k whole into x to the power m plus k minus 1. Again second order differentiation, that is d square y by dx square will be summation over k is equal to 0 to infinity a k m plus k whole into m plus k minus 1 x to the power m plus k minus 2. Substituting these values in equation 1, that is y divided by dx and d square y by dx square. Substituting for y dy by dx and d square y by dx square in the given equation 1, we get, that is d square y by dx square, that summation term when multiplied with x to the power 1, then the power will be m plus k minus 1, that is 3 summation over k from 0 to infinity a k m plus k minus 1 into x to the power m plus k minus 1. It is minus 2, then multiplied with x, that is the power will be m plus k minus 1 plus 2 summation over k from 0 to infinity a k m plus k x to the power m plus k minus 1 plus summation over k from 0 to infinity a k x to the power m plus k is equal to 0. Therefore, here taking x to the power m plus k minus 1 in these two terms common, that will be summation over k from 0 to infinity a k as common, that is 3 m plus k minus 1 plus 2 m plus k that is x to the power m plus k minus 1 plus this term summation over k from 0 to infinity a k x to the power m plus k is equal to 0. Let take it as equation number 2. Now we equate the lowest degree term of x to the power m plus m minus 1. We put k is equal to 0 here. So write the coefficient of lowest degree term of x to the power m minus 1 in the identity 2 is obtained by putting k is equal to 0 here. In the first summation, only and equating to 0 and equating to 0, the initial equation will be, the initial equation is, that is a naught, since we equate x to the power, the coefficient of x to the power m minus 1, that means k is equal to 0, that is a naught 3m m minus 1 plus 2m is equal to 0. in the first summation, which implies a naught 3m square minus 3m plus 2m is equal to 0, which implies a naught 3m square minus m is equal to 0, which implies a naught, taking m as common, m 3m minus 1 is equal to 0. This is an initial equation. Since a naught not equal to 0, therefore m will be 0 or 1 by 3. The value of m will be 0 or 1 by 3. Again, equate the next lowest degree term of x to the power m. That means we have to put k is equal to 1 in the first summation and k is equal to 0 in that of second summation. Therefore, we can easily equate that identity to 0, taking the lowest degree term of x, that is x to the power m minus 1 in that of equation. So, I write the coefficient of next lowest degree term x to the power m in the identity 2 is obtained by putting k is equal to 1 in the first summation and k is equal to 0 in the second summation and equating to 0. So, we have a1 3 whole into m plus 1 m plus 2 whole into m plus 1 plus a naught is equal to 0, okay, which implies a1, that is 3m square plus 5m plus 2m plus 2 plus a naught is equal to 0, which implies a1, that is, it is 3m, that is 3m square plus 3m plus 2m, that is 5m plus 2 plus a naught is equal to 0. This is the product of, we factorize that, we have, that is 3m plus 2 whole into m plus 1 plus a naught is equal to 0, which implies a1 3m plus 2 m plus 1 is equal to minus a naught, which implies a1 will be minus 1 by 3m plus 2 whole into m plus 1 into a naught. This is another relation we equate, that is the lowest degree term x to the power m. Again also equate the coefficient of x to the power m plus k, right, equating to 0 the coefficient of x to the power m plus k, the recurrence relation is given by, that is, a k plus 1 3 m plus k plus 1 whole into m plus k plus 2 whole into m plus k plus 1 plus a k is equal to 0, which implies a k plus 1, taking m plus k plus 1 as common, m plus k plus 1 as common, that is 3 whole into m plus k plus 2 plus a k is equal to 0, which implies a k plus 1 m plus k plus 1, that is 3m plus 3k plus 2 plus a k is equal to 0, which implies, that is, a k plus 1 m plus k plus 1 whole into 3m plus 3k plus 2 is equal to minus a k, which implies a k plus 1 is equal to minus 1 divided by m plus k plus 1 whole into 3m plus 3k plus 2 into a k. This is the recurrence relation. Now this equation gives, for k is equal to 0, that is, a1 will be how much, minus 1 divided by m plus 1 3m plus 2 into a naught, taking k is equal to 0. For k is equal to 1, that is, a2 is equal to minus 1 divided by m plus 2 3m plus 5 a1. Now again putting the value of a1 here, that is 1 minus minus plus 1 divided by m plus 1 m plus 2, that is 3m plus 2, that is 3m plus 5 into a naught. Again k is equal to 2, that means a3, that is minus 1 divided by m plus 3 3m plus 8 a2. Again putting the value of a2 here, we have minus 1 divided by m plus 1 m plus 2 m plus 3 3m plus 2 3m plus 5 3m plus 8 of a naught, a1 a2 a3 by putting k is equal to 0 1 and 2. When at m is equal to 0 and m is equal to 1 by 3. Since m is equal to 0 and m is equal to 1 by 3 are the two roots, and according to our condition these two roots are 0 and 1 by 3 are distinct and not differing by an integer. Therefore, we use the condition 1. The complete solution will be in this form. Therefore, we write for m is equal to 0, for m is equal to 0, what we get? The coefficients like a1 will be minus half a naught, and a2 will be 1 by 20 a naught, and a3 will be minus 1 divided by 480 a naught, and so on. It will be proceed. Hence, for m is equal to 0, y1 will be a naught whole into 1 minus 1 by 2x plus 1 by 20x square minus 1 by 480 x cube plus dot dot dot. As I put again, for m is equal to 1, for m is equal to 1, a1 will be minus 1 by 4 a naught, a2 1 by 56 a naught, a3 minus 1 by 1680 a naught. Hence, for m is equal to 1, that part y2 will be a naught of x to the power 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4 x to the power 4 by 3 plus 1 by 56 x to the power 7 by 3 minus 1 by 1680 x to the power 10 by 3 plus dot dot dot. Now we get y1 and y2 by putting the respective values or the coefficient like a1, a2, a3 and so on. Therefore, thus the complete solution will be, thus the complete solution is y is equal to a y1 plus b y2. Here a and b are arbitrary constant. Therefore, we put here y is equal to a in place of y1. The values are here, that is a naught 1 minus x by 2 plus x square by 20 minus x cube by 480 plus dot 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 plus b, that is constant, in place of y2, that is a naught x to the power 1 by 3. Taking common here, we have 1 minus x by 4th plus x square by 56 minus x cube by 1680 plus dot dot dot. This is the complete solution of that given differential equation. The question is given as, this is the question, we get its solution by using Frobenius method. We proceed like this: as x is equal to 0 is one of its singular point, then the solution will be y is equal to this much dy by dx and d square y by dx square. Putting these values in that of differential equation and equating the logistic term of power x to the power m minus 1, then we get a naught is equal to, m is equal to 0 and 1 by 3 as two roots. Therefore, again equating the logistic term as x to the power m, we get a1 in terms of a naught, and again equating to 0 the coefficient of x to the power m plus k, we get the recurrence relation. And finally for 0, 1 and 2, the coefficient like a1, a2 and a3 are to be done. Since it has two roots, for m is equal to 0 the solution will be this, and for m is equal to 1 the solution will be this. Combining these two, we have the complete solution. This is the complete solution of that of given differential equation. So with the help of this video lecture, we understand the concept regarding Frobenius method, that is the power series method to solve the second order homogeneous linear differential equations with variable coefficients as x is equal to 0, one of its regular singular point. So this is the method, and that depend upon the solutions are based upon 4 different conditions. And finally a problem and its solution by using the Frobenius method. So with this useful and informative notes, let me wind up this session. Thank you.